Welcome to session 2 of this course on making the difficult decision to break up or divorce. You'll need pen and paper for this session, so go ahead and pause the recording if you don't already have it, and come back when you're ready. In the last session, we talked about the importance of not forcing yourself into a decision. In this session, we'll talk about what to do in the meantime. Well, the answer is simple. Focus on yourself. This is the end of session 2. No, I'm just kidding. No, seriously. What usually brings us to this place in our relationship is our own unhappiness, which is often blamed on our partner or our relationship. It's an easy out. It's an easy excuse for us. We tend to lose ourselves, and over time, we blame our partner for it. But you know what? It's our unhappiness, which means it's ours to give away or take back. Of course, our partner has a big influence over this, but so do we. Obviously, this is much easier said than done, but think of it this way. If you're already thinking about leaving, what do you have to lose by taking back your happiness and starting to live life on your own terms? Living life more consistently with what you would want for yourself if you did end up leaving your partner. And of course, this does not include anything that would betray your partner, like dating or being intimate with other people or sexual. It's pretty wild when you think about it. Most people think of breaking up or divorcing their partner rather than sticking up for themselves and speaking up for what they need and want. We have a tendency to go from one extreme to another, staying and remaining stressed and unhappy, or convincing ourselves that leaving is the answer to our problems. But this is usually not the case, and there are other options to try before calling it quits. One of those options is taking responsibility for our own happiness. I'm talking about doing things again that you used to do, that you used to love doing. Maybe trying new things that you've always wanted to do, or spending time with friends or family, traveling, going to concerts, pursuing a new career path or your education. Maybe it's starting a passion project or volunteering, participating in self-care activities like working out, reading, meditating, writing, playing sports. This may sound like a superficial fix, but I promise you it's not. One of the biggest reasons why we don't just make the decision to leave is out of fear, our own fear, which is commonly includes our own insecurities and self-doubt. Making this decision to stay or leave requires strength, courage, and confidence in ourselves. Pursuing your passions and goals isn't just about the activity itself. It's about tapping into ourselves, discovering our own joy, asking, what do I want? And then honoring the answers to that question, following through and proving that you matter. So there's no such thing as just a yoga class or just a game night with friends. Doing these things allows us to have a strong support system. Our mood improves, hope returns. We build trust in ourselves. We start to believe in ourselves, and this is exactly what's needed to make this decision. Eventually, we'll either make the choice to stay, now given our newfound life and freedom, or we grow apart from our partner and feel confident enough to leave. Either way, in the end, it will be a decision based on what's best for our own highest good, with little to no guilt, doubt, or regret. So to start the therapy homework, go ahead and grab the pen and paper, and I'd like you to journal what you're hoping your day-to-day life would look like without your partner. what would you be doing differently? Ask yourself if any of these changes can start now. I'll go ahead and I'll repeat those journaling questions that I want you to answer. Again, I want you to journal what you're hoping your day-to-day life would look like without your partner. What would you be doing differently? Ask yourself if any of these changes can start right now. And then put a plan in place. But please know that by making these changes, you're going to be upsetting the dynamic in the relationship, which can likely cause some instability or even conflict. But if you think about it, isn't that the whole point? Not to cause conflict, of course, but to change things up for a more fulfilling life, with the potential of being able to be happy and stay with your partner. It's quite possible that your partner may surprise you and be okay with the changes you make, and you may end up with the life you want with your partner. So I recommend starting these changes slowly and gradually, and always respectfully. Try taking the path of least resistance and explaining to your partner why you're doing these things and why they're important to you, in hopes that they understand and support you. If you still don't have their support, you can up the ante a bit and become more assertive by letting them know that you'd like their support, but that it's something you need to do for yourself with or without their support. You'll see very clearly if they're not supportive of your wants and needs, which may make your decision more clear as well. Either way, it's a win-win. You begin a path on your own self-fulfillment, and you become more clear about your decision. So go ahead and begin journaling. What would your life look like if you left your partner, and can any of those changes start right now? This is the end of session 2.